This is me online. Okay. What do we got? Thanks for joining me. This is an experiment. I got this great home set up for my self-imposed isolation. So I figure as long as I got the camera, as long as I got the computer, as long as I'm home for a little while, waiting out 14 days of safety with the corona situation, I would do some writing online. Why else am I also doing this? Let's see here. I'm also doing this because we've got the Scriptitude coming up, and just another week and a change to get your short scripts in. I'm not eligible because I'm running the thing with Wayne Coughlin and other people from the Rochester Association for Film Arts and Sciences. But you might take a look at this and see how easy it is and say, hey, I should write something and enter it. What do you got to lose? Well, a couple bucks, which goes to a good cause. And we got some good prizes. So if you want to find out more, you can go to the Roffice page, or you can go to filmfreeway.com/scriptitude. All right, so let's turn that off. Let's turn this back on. Oh, before we do that, let's see here. What am I writing in? I'm writing in something called Trelby, which has a little purple hat as its logo. I should be wearing my Trelby hat. I'm not wearing it, which is only for Windows and Linux. It's not for Mac. There's other things for Mac, of course, but I'm going to be writing in Trelby today, which I like to recommend because it's free. All right. So thanks for joining me in my bunker. And what have we got going on? So I posted earlier. I said, hey, everybody, I'll be typing. That's my hero Kermit. And people said, I was asking for suggestions, right? What do we got? So we have some character names. Babs the Bookworm McCrae. We got a line of dialogue. You took a what out of where? We got another phrase that's Latin for blank. Another phrase that's the 6th time in 2 days. Ken says, I just pooped a little. I think Ken, you have a problem there. I don't know if that's going in the screenplay, but thank you. Okay. Here's a prompt. A librarian, an archaeologist, and a Starfleet captain walk into a bar. That would definitely narrow me down into what's going on in my screenplay. She has Commodore Tater Pants. I think Bethany wants me to write something Starfleety. Let's see here. Or spacey, because she also says, let the Wookiee win. All right. Eileen just jumped in with a box is opened to reveal another box. Let me add that to my list. All right. So this is my big list of screenplay prompts. I might get rid of this. All right, I'm going to turn off my display here, and we'll just stick around with Notepad for a little while. All right. So, what do we got? Another couple threads someone suggested. I told you not to do that, and someone suggested Harlan Ellison as a character name or as a phrase. I'm not sure. Let's see, Harlan Ellison. One of my favorite irascible writers. Okay. So I think the first thing I'll do is sort of organize them into phrases, characters, and situations. Actually, they're all phrases. There's only one situation, the librarian, archaeologist, and captain. All right, so that's Sitch for situation. Phrase. Maybe Harlan Ellison is a phrase, not a person in this case. I'm going to go with then character. So right now I'm just scrambling around in Notepad. I use Notepad all the time to just get things going. And then I turn that into something else. It helps me to just have something. I don't like Word. Once in a while I'll use Google Docs if I'm formatting a letter or something. But Notepad is just so bare bones. That's a situation. Notepad is just so bare bones that that's what I like to use. I don't accidentally have italics or bold or the wrong size font. I hate looking at people's documents. Sometimes it gets sent to me that, it's like 3 different types of fonts and things are indented left or right or centered wrong. It's, so Notepad, also because I coded websites for so long, it's just vanilla. I just like looking at vanilla, right? Okay. What I didn't say was I think I also want to write about self-imposed isolation. So, let's see here. And I'll say too, guys, this is the first time I've done this, so if there's some sort of commenting going on, I probably won't be seeing it because I can only write. I'm sorry, I'm just going to try to bring that up. Let's see here. I'm hearing someone shout from the other room. That would be my wife, but I didn't hear what she said. Oh, you want to look at my comments? I can tell you comments. Okay. Yeah, if you see, look, there might be 3 people watching, there might be 0 people watching. I'm going to put it online when it's all done. People can comment then. But I can't watch Facebook comments and YouTube comments. But if you see anything, you can feed them to me. That was Eileen, my lovely wife, who is working from her home office in the next room. Okay. All right, back to the drawing board here. All right, I have to turn off my voice, which is now in my other ear. There we go. All right, so I'm doing the 14-day isolation. I'm here in my bunker. My character is going to be doing that. My character, let's see, what does he do? What is his name? Or her name? Let's see, it could be Babs, it could be Commodore Tater Pants. Let the Wookiee win as a phrase. Put that up here. Okay. I think my main character is going to be a guy who's stuck in his house and he starts to go a little nuts, and he's going to have some interactions either on the phone or maybe with a postman or a delivery person. This is the writing process, people. Just what I don't usually do is talk out loud while I'm doing it. So, all right. So I'm just gonna move my phrases over to the side a little bit and bring up Trilby. Okay. Hello. What was it? What I do? Was I just doing this? It's a very good microphone, isn't it? All right. You'll probably hear very loud typing too, because my keyboard and my microphone are very close to each other. All right. So, I refuse to be embarrassed by any of this. I'm going to start typing anytime now. Let's see here. All right. So, do we start? Start with a news broadcast. Okay, so fade in. That's pretty good. We have television broadcast, a series of images I'm just going to type here. I can't talk and type at the same time. So in Trelby, you have very easily, you can just tab your way through when's a character, when's a slug line, when is your action line. So if I tab to the center, I get a character. So I'll call it a news anchor. And I hit return, and now it's what the news anchor says. Actually, let me back up and say VO for voiceover. I don't even want to see. I don't want to see the news anchor. We're just going to hear a news anchor. I'll start mid-sentence, like we start mid-sentence. So that means before the television broadcast, I'm going to see some static. It's kind of a cliche because really, when do we see static on TV anymore? But that's something for the editors to figure out. And we'll have blip of TV noise as the channel is changed. The sound. A blip as the channel is changed. Okay. Millions of Americans could be affected. As the nation prepares for pandemic of well, it's going to be, let's say pandemic. And I want to say something about unprecedented. That started me. I don't know how to spell precedented, but that's okay. Come back to that. What I wanted to do is say that the country is acting in a way that has never been done before. Let's see here. Okay.
We can only see the very top.
So this is what I'm seeing over here. Oh. There it is.
We're not seeing that.
Right, you are now.
Okay.
Thank you for that. I don't know why it faded out.
Sorry, I was answering a library question.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, I was on TV.
Okay. So I'm using something called OBS, which is used mostly for live streaming and gaming, and I had a transition going on there, so everyone got to look at just my notepad, not my Trilby. So that's all right. I'll work it out better the next time. Okay, as the nation prepares for a pandemic, we see unprecedented runs, shortages, let's say, basic household goods, toilet paper, of course. Let's see, how do you say Clorox wipes without saying Clorox? Disinfectant wipes. And then something innocuous. Dental floss. No. Toothpaste. All right. We see a man exiting a store. Arms overflowing. Boxes of toothpaste. If I come up with something funnier, I can come back and change it. All right. So, as I was saying earlier, when my Trilby wasn't on the screen, we can see this is slug line. This is a slug line. What I haven't really done is do it properly, where we're not seeing. These broadcast shots are all just sort of a list of shots here. I'm not doing like interior, exterior. All right. So I could say exterior convenience store day. We see a man exiting store, arms overflowing with boxes of toothpaste. Now we don't actually see we see. So this is sort of stuff that I might fix when I was going back through, but I'm still mulling it over. A man exits the store. All right. With toothpaste. Man with toothpaste says, I got it, okay. He says, he's going to be screaming. So if I hit tab here underneath, I get parentheses. You want to use these not too much. You want to use them just a little bit. All right, so the screaming. I'm going under for 2 weeks. What if I run out? Nope, we don't want my toothpaste again. So now, get out of here, toothpaste. And he runs past kid in the parking lot pushing carts. Kid with carts says, what does he say? That's the, it was a dark and stormy night. That's not what he said. He says, that's the 6th time in 2 days. Ah, see what I did there? It's a line from our peanut gallery. Okay. So, is the man with toothpaste our main character, or is he just watching, or is he, that was not my intention. So, let's see here. Let's go to all right, successfully saved. Int. I want to go to an apartment. What kind of apartment? Or is it a house? Let's go basement with it. Basement, apartment, day. What's my main character's name? I don't want to pick a name of someone I know. That's the trick. We'll call him Scooter for now. Scooter is 35. And Scruffy okay. So Scooter's the kind of person who talks to himself. So now we're going to cut to. Now some people like to say cut to whenever they do like what they call a smash cut. So this is not. It's funny because there's a cut and there's dissolves, which are slow, but you can't get any faster than a cut. You could, you know, so the idea of a smash cut is like, well, a cut is a cut. So I don't like to put in cut at all. So he says, oh man, and we're just gonna go to interior basement apartment, bathroom. Scooter whips open the medicine cabinet. One sad tube of toothpaste crumpled up to almost entirely used up, we'll say. I had no idea I was going to write about toothpaste, but there you have it. Scooter's face is, yeah. Scooter's jaw drops. All right, so where are we going with this? Is Scooter going to learn something? What is this thing about? So usually when you start writing, you want to know what you're going to write about, what it's about. I tend, with my short scripts, to sometimes just write myself into a corner and then try to figure out what it's about towards the end, and then maybe go back in and fix it. Because if you're writing a few pages, you can sort of write without a net and do that. If you're writing a 90-page script, you better have given it some thought ahead of time. All right, so let's bring up our notepad. So that's the 6th time in 2 days. Let's get rid of that one. You took the what out of where? That's pretty good. I'm going to get him on the phone here. If I get him on the phone talking to someone about what to do next, and maybe he orders something and he get the box open. He can open multiple boxes to reveal other boxes. Okay. All right, so basement apartment day. Of course, we are, what part of the apartment shall we be in now? We can go to the kitchen. Actually, it's a small enough apartment. It's called a kitchenette, let's say. And where were we earlier? Main room. Okay. Scooter's on the phone. You know what? Let me turn off my notepad so you guys aren't looking at it. There we go. You can see my trilby again. Maybe you really shouldn't have toilet paper. Hello. No, I got it. Thank you.
I had a dry cough, which is fine.
Oh, yeah. I have nothing but dry coughs. All right, so I think of something new that I'm going to add to it. I have to go back and do it. Let's see. So now he's going to have the last toilet paper and last toothpaste. And I'll probably go back and build up the what the newsman is saying too, or some sort of intro to really get across the idea that Scooter's on isolation. Okay, so I know my yes. I should have thought of it. I'm going to put a lot of ellipses because she's talking too. Let's make him a little younger. Let's make him 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25. What is wrong with my insert here? Okay. I just realized TP could stand for toothpaste or toilet paper. How about that? Now, back in the day, you could have a click dial tone, but now, when we hang up the phone on each other, we don't hear a dial tone anymore. Huh? Huh? What if he called multiple people before he got to his mother? And then his mother hanging up on him as the last straw. Before he gets to the phone. He doesn't just look out the window. He does the Venetian blind trick. If my character's name is Scooter, I probably shouldn't have a kid riding on a scooter. Sidewalk. Skateboard. All right. So, peek of the outside world. So this is something new, of course, in the last several years, is you got texting. You can have texting in your movie. You got to decide how you're going to show texting. Is it going to be on the screen? Are we going to be looking at his phone over his shoulder? It's something that oftentimes the director would choose to do, but I could say, I could put it right in the screenplay. I could direct on the page a little bit, and that's not against the rules. So Scooter grabs his phone. He starts texting. He's going to text his friend. On-screen graphic. Hey Jackson. How you been? Jackson's reply pops up underneath. I like to put little bits of acting moments in between lines just to space it out a bit. Let's see here. Do I want to say... I think I'll differentiate them. So scooter text. There's no rules for exactly how to do this. You just want to be clear and consistent. You want it to be understandable to the reader. You know, I could do this as dialogue, but that'll be a little confusing because it's not, the texts aren't characters. They're on screen. All right, so Scooter bites his lip. Got any TP for a friend? And then Jackson. I don't love the way this reads, so I might come back to it. I might drop it. I might turn it into a phone call, but that's the general idea here. So I want to get him, like, I want to get him talking to his mother and see like a whole freezer full of Hot Pockets while he's talking to her. Because that's his idea of stocking up. And we're going to jump forward in time. All right, kitchenette probably wouldn't have a table. You'd have a table in the dining area. Nah, I don't want to hear his mother's voice. Let's see here. All right. He looks at the phone. Calls her back to himself. I hope she's okay. I think he's a little more self-centered than that. Weird. Straight to voicemail. All right, so we've got the setup. If Act 1 was him watching TV, and then Act 2 starts when he realizes he doesn't have the supplies. Act 3 will be the resolution, like when he realizes, that he's got to take charge of his situation. Or all right, let's change the scenery here. Do that again. So we can have like time cuts between these. They could be wipes, it could be jump cuts, it could be dissolves. Scooter is on his laptop. see. Website is, and is where you get. I don't want to say a URL because then you're locked into a situation where people will look up the URL, and that would be bad. All right, so I was going to say something like bachelorprovisions.com or something like that. Well, I'll type it and we can always figure it out later. Bachelor Provisions Online. There we go. I'm starting to regret having two different items, toilet paper and toothpaste. Let's read it back from the beginning, see what we got. Fade in, static. The sound of a blip as a TV channel is changed. Say, let's change that to over black. So there is no fade in then, because we're over black. The sound of a blip as a TV channel is changed. Television broadcast. Series of shots. Men and women wearing breathing masks. Empty store shelves. Doctors examining patients. Stores full. Yeah. With empty shelves. News anchor, already in progress. Millions of Americans could be affected as the nation prepares for a pandemic. There are unprecedented shortages of basic household goods, toilet paper, disinfectant wipes, toothpaste. Even toothpaste. Exterior, let's see. Still part of the broadcast. A man exits the store, arms overflowing with boxes of toothpaste. Man with toothpaste screams, I'm going off the grid, let's say. For 2 weeks. What if I run out? He runs past a kid in the parking lot pushing carts. Kid with carts? That's the 6th time in 2 days. Interior basement apartment, main room, day. There's a problem. There we go. Scooter, 25. Instead of scruffy. Yeah, scruffy and unwashed. Sits on his couch. Glued to the TV we don't need. He holds the remote, the TV remote with a death grip. This is serious. Oh man. Interior basement apartment, bathroom day. Scooter whips open the medicine cabinet. There's one sad tube of toothpaste, almost entirely used up. Scooter's eyes widen. He swivels his head to a single square of toilet paper dangling from the dispenser. Scooter's jaw drops. Alright, he says, I thought there'd be more time. Scooter looks through the Venetian blinds at the outside world. Nobody. Then a kid rides down the sidewalk on a skateboard. There's a shriek as or from a woman in a mask and blue gloves who races out of her house, grabs the boy, carries him back inside. What am I trying to say with that? The world is strange. The world is empty. I need a tumbleweed, you know? A plastic bag pushes down the street like a tumbleweed. There's nobody there. The street is empty. The world seems empty. Nobody. Then a kid rides down the sidewalk on the sidewalk. Okay. That's a new paragraph. All right. Scooter grabs his phone. He starts texting. We see text pop up as on-screen graphics. Hey Jackson, how you been? Jackson's reply pops up underneath. Okay, what's up? Scooter bites this up. Got any TP for a friend? Toothpaste or toilet paper? Both. Sorry dude, you're on your own. Scooter sighs. He paces the kitchen, opens the freezer. It's full of Hot Pockets. He takes one out, starts heating in the microwave. Scooter sits on the couch, eating. He holds his phone to his ear. I know, Ma. Yes, I should have thought of it. Yeah, I've got plenty to eat. But I didn't know I was out of TP. Do you suppose I could? Ma? Ma? He looks at the phone. Calls her back. Where am I? That was weird. Straight to voicemail. Scooter's on his lap. I think that reads as his mom hanging up on him. Not getting abducted by aliens or something. Alright. Scooter's on his laptop. Swipes The website is Bachelor Provisions Online. He scrolls past specials on Hot Pockets and Axe body spray to land on toothpaste. See how much I can get. So how much time is going to go by? It's going to take 2 days. Is he going to leave his apartment? How am I going to get some of these other objects in? Let's see here. Let's see here. Hello.
I was gonna say, did you get your objects and your?
No, I got one line in so far, and I have a chance to do.
So an Amazon package shows up on his doorstep.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I was going to have him order something, and then he's going to have a box with another box, and he's going to have maybe.
But it's one sheet of toilet paper.
Yeah, he could get one sheet of toilet paper.
And the from is from Cranky Mick to Peta Pants or something. And a book with Captain Picard.
Right. Or
he has to use that as the toilet paper. He gets a book on Picard, and he has to use it as the toilet paper because his mom.
Or it's eBay, not Amazon, and it's like black market supplies.
Next time I'm doing this with you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's
delayed in my ear.
Oh, I know. I had the sound up at one point, and I could hear it reverbing. I didn't intend for you to be distracted by me, so I'm sorry.
Oh, you're not distracted.
Okay.
That's what I'm watching.
All right.
I made a drink for the quarantine cocktail party, and I had it.
All right, so let's make a few notes. I've been doing this for an hour, and it's 11 o'clock, and I'm going to come back to it tomorrow. Let's see. So let me save what I got. I'll switch back to Notepad here. And let's see here, we'll say so here are all the ideas I got here. Orders items online. Time passes 2 days. He's scraggly. Wearing t-shirt on his head. Gets the box in a box. One piece of toilet paper. Toothpaste. Tiny with Wookiee on it. Eileen's idea was Star Trek book for toilet paper. I think he's ordering from eBay. High prices on stuff. You could go venture into the outside world. Makeshift mask. Find black market. Maybe through sketchy website, some sort of FB marketplace. or what's the other thing? Craigslist. Or maybe is he smart enough to use Tor and what do you call it? The dark web. Meet someone, asks for the stuff. It's a giant box. Thinks he's getting a lot. Box in box to get down. To half a roll TP. Maybe there's a Star Trek book by Harlan Ellison. Ends up ooh, okay. So if it's weird that he's got 2 items that are his goal. So he goes to the cabinet for toothpaste. Sees full tube relief. Looks at TP roll empty. So it's setting up a joke. Sometimes you gotta back your way into it here. Alright, so these are my notes. I'm gonna come back to this. I'm not totally feeling this. Some of it might be because I'm trying to talk and do it at the same time. Some of it might be just be stage fright. But that's okay. I got pretty relaxed after a while. So if anyone's still watching this, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to come back to this tomorrow afternoon, probably after I do a little bit of homework. Not homework, I mean work at home. I mean work from home, regular work I'll be doing. And then I'll be doing some of this. Anyway, I'm mumbling to myself as I try to save this. Isolation notes. And I'll say thanks for tuning in. And I'll be signing off, and keep an eye on me on Facebook tomorrow. I'll probably post if I do this again, which, overall, a good test here. So good night, and talk to you later.